What's up, everybody? Welcome back. If you're a subscriber, if you're new, welcome. So today, guys, we'll be talking about the price of Ethereum. How high can it potentially go up? And also, we'll be looking at potential airdrops because at this moment, we've been getting a lot of airdrops coming our way. So I want to bring you guys some potential airdrops that you can get yourself involved in. And who knows, maybe this, by interacting with these protocols, you might be able to get these airdrops, which is, I mean, who doesn't like free money, right? Who does not like free money? So without further ado, let's look at the price of Ethereum. So Ethereum right now is over 6,000 Canadian dollars. Now, I am Canadian, so that's why I have everything priced in Canadians, because I understand Canadian dollars. And you know what? I like, hitting these round number milestones, right? We're above $6,000 Canadian. For all the Americans, US dollars equivalent is, I believe, 4,800 something, right? $4,826. So Ethereum, new all-time high today. Great. How high can Ethereum go? So a YouTuber that I follow for technical analysis is Benjamin Cohen. And there was a video that he posted on October the 24th. So that's about, a couple of weeks ago. And I mean, you could watch the whole video, but he's using logarithmic regression, so very complicated stuff. But he came to the number that the market cycle peak is highly likely above 10,000. Now, this is in US dollars, so 10,000 US dollars. And the market cycle peak is highly likely below 30,000. So somewhere, he can see it somewhere in between 10,000 US dollars and 30,000 US dollars. Now, that could be a very big, broad range. But I think it's safe to say, because Benjamin Cohen has been pretty accurate with some of his predictions. And he's using this regression, this logarithmic regression model for, I think, since like 2018 or 2019 when he started his YouTube channel. So yeah, I mean, definitely me personally, I think Ethereum is going to hit 10,000 at least. And I think that's a conservative amount. Now, Raoul Pal, he was on the Pomp Show, and this is what he gave for his prediction. So we'll listen to this.
200 and ETH closer to 15K. But I think we finished the cycle with Bitcoin closer to 400 and ETH closer to 40,000.
All right.
So Raoul Pal thinks 15,000 by the end of this year. And now the cycle peak, he thinks Ethereum can go as high as 40,000. So now we don't know when this cycle is going to end. Some people are speculating that, this cycle is kind of similar to the cycle of 2017. So Q4, we had a big pump in November and December. And also in 2013, it was a big pump in November, December as well. So some people are thinking that these next 2 months could be the end of this bull cycle. But then there's the argument where, it could be a lengthened cycle. And Raoul Pal also mentioned as well that since so many people are expecting, Q4 to be like the blow off top, that, the max pain in this scenario would be that, people would sell off at the end of December. But then the market pumps even more in, Q1 of 2022. So I don't know. I mean, I can definitely see Ethereum and Bitcoin, if we were to follow Plan B's prediction of 98,000 by the end of November, and then I think it was 135,000 by the end of December. So I can definitely see Ethereum easily being above 10,000 US dollars, right? Because to get Bitcoin right now is like around 66,000 at the time of me making this video. So if it were to go up to 135,000, that's like a 2x. So, and Ethereum right now is like what, 4,800. So I mean, it can definitely double. I mean, if Bitcoin doubles and Ethereum doubles, and that's Ethereum will put Ethereum at around 10,000 US dollars. So, so at this point, I'm going to definitely say Ethereum will definitely. I'm not going to say definitely. There's no guarantees here, but I can definitely see Ethereum hitting 10,000 US dollars sometime within the next 3 to 6 months. I will say that. Okay. Anyways, so that is the price of Ethereum. let's talk about an opportunity in this space where you can make a lot of money from just a very, very small investment. And now that small investment is your time and also in money, in capital. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about airdrops. And I'm going to let Elliotrades. This is what Ellio, I'm going to take, this is a video from early October. And he said this in his stream. I'm going to let you guys listen to this.
Bit about other opportunities in the market. For those of you who might be too overwhelmed with this NFT stuff, let me hop over to something that I think is just a huge alpha leak. Here's a huge alpha leak for you. You ready? Every project will do a token. Every project will issue a token, especially those projects who have been able to build successful user bases and products without a token. It's even more likely that they'll issue a token because it's even more compliant of a way to do it. So DeFi Llama here said, hey, you missed the DYDX airdrop, which was something like 50 or 60 grand. It was crazy. Well, they have this link here saying, hey, if you want this airdrop, or if you want to see other protocols that we think might get airdrops, they have this list here of active projects with products that are most likely to do airdrops in the future. So all you got to do here, the real alpha, is you just need to connect your wallet, maybe do 1 or 2 transactions. The dollar figure I don't think is meaningful. It doesn't matter how much money you spend. Just matters that you connect your wallet and that you become a user. And if you do that, you could earn maybe 5-figure airdrops on all of these, right? This could be $1 million sitting in your wallet. For someone who always, I see a lot of new people, they always complain, but I don't have that money, right? Well, to me, we've known about airdrop mania, right? This is just pure laziness if you don't at least go connect your wallet to these projects. This is just the easiest possible thing. It's probably going to cost you like nothing. Somebody says,
now, I would disagree that it'll cost you nothing, because why I say that is that some of these protocols in the DeFi Llama list is that you got to pay Ethereum gas fees. And if you guys know anything about Ethereum gas fees, they can be pretty expensive at times. So, Elio brought some knowledge for us, some alpha. So if you go to DeFi Llama, so this is the list of, this is the list of protocols right now that does not have a token. So, and right now it's organized by TVL, so total value locked. So Saber Finance is number 1, TerraSwap, DeFi Savior. So I highly recommend you guys that you go here, go to DeFi Llama, try out a lot of these protocols, okay? Try a lot, just play around with them. Some of them, if you look at the chain here, so this one's on Ethereum. Some of the ones that are on Ethereum, you expect to pay more gas, like pay ridiculous gas fees, right? But some of the other ones like Solana doesn't have expensive gas fees, so you'll definitely save your transaction fees there. So speaking of airdrops, there is an airdrop that just got released like 5 minutes ago at the time of me making this video. So if you have an Ethereum name, an Ethereum domain name, you actually are eligible for the ENS token. So let me see if I can actually claim mine here. So claim ENS domain. Claim your tokens. So yes, it looked like I am eligible for the ENS token. 46 ENS tokens. Start your claim process. I wonder how much they're trading right now. ENS. Don't know. But yeah, so I looks like I got some tokens there. 46 ENS tokens. That's pretty cool. I wonder how much they're going to be trading soon. I guess we'll have to find out how much they will be. But yeah, so guys, the ENS token, how did I actually find out about this being a potential airdrop? So there is a website. Actually, they're like a subscription service as well. But Bankless posted an airdrop article, and it's like their ultimate airdrop. What is it? Ultimate airdrop. Ultimate guide to airdrop. So Bankless, if you're a subscriber of Bankless, there was this article that was published maybe a couple of weeks ago, and so their ultimate guide to airdrops. they posted a list of 25 airdrops, potential, protocols that are, so 25, sorry. So they posted a list of 25 protocols that could potentially have an airdrop in the future. And if you're not a subscriber of Bankless, they do provide the first 5 protocols for free. So yeah, so these are the first 5 protocols that does not have a token that you could potentially just play around with. So Element Finance is one, Hop Protocol, which is one that's very hot. And I do want to talk more about this one later in the video. DeFi Saver is one that I actually played around with as well. Undo Finance and Saddle Finance. But how did I find about the ENS airdrop was that I'm a subscriber of Bankless. And one of the, one of them in the list 25 was the ENS, the Ethereum name service one. So I decided to play around with the Ethereum name service. I decided to get one domain name, register it, and then set that as my Ethereum address, set the name for my Ethereum address. Now, I paid like $500 in gas fees. So I know Elio said that it'll cost you nothing, but if you're on Ethereum, right, it's going to cost you ridiculous amount of gas fees. So hopefully these 46 ENS tokens is more than $500 that I put into paying gas fees for the actual Ethereum name, right? So anyways, let's see. But yes, I highly recommend if you're not a Bankless subscriber, because I don't think Bankless would appreciate it if I were to show all 25 protocols here with for you guys, since yeah, I don't think that's good for business for them, right? So, but Hop Protocol is one that I am keeping my eye on. I definitely have interacted with this one, and then Chico Crypto actually posted a video earlier today, and he thinks Hop Protocol is gonna have an airdrop. So let me play that video for you guys, just so you guys can hear that.
Talk to you guys about regarding altcoins is ENS, Ethereum name service. They did an airdrop. You can claim that airdrop if you did some steps for ENS. You own a domain, you bought a domain, blah, blah, blah. So claim those as it is free money, basically. And I would hold those long term. ENS is going to be massive. They're already massive. It's pretty much the future of web names, so hold on to those. And finally, there is one that could be doing an airdrop, you guys. It could, so freaking do it. I've called a lot of airdrops that made people a lot of money. DYDX is one. Yeah, I have a feeling that the Hop Protocol is going to be doing one, and Hop Protocol is a way you can transfer funds from a layer to a layer. So say you wanted to transfer from Optimism to Arbitrum, you could do that without having to go back to the Ethereum mainnet. So you're basically hopping from layer to layer.
So you heard it there, guys. So Hop Protocol is another protocol, and Chico thinks that they are highly likely to do an airdrop. And it also lines up with the Bankless article here. The Ultimate Guide to Airdrops. Hop Protocol, they have that as number 2. And then let me look at DeFi Llama. Hop Protocol is listed right there. So Hop Protocol, how do we use Hop Protocol? So let's do this. I want to show you guys how to use Hop Protocol. So if you go on the Bankless article here, I'm going to link this in the description for you guys. So the airdrop strategy for the Hop Exchange is check out the Hop Exchange and either one, use the Send dashboard to bridge assets from one chain to another, or 2, become a Hop liquidity provider through the pool dashboard. So there's 2 ways they recommend to interact with the Hop protocol. So if we look at the Hop Exchange, Hop. So what you can do is the simplest way to interact with Hop is if I were to send Ethereum, or let's say if I have USDC, if I want to send USDC, if I have, let's say, some USDC on Optimism, maybe I don't have anything here. Yeah, so I have some USDC on Arbitrum. So if I were to want to send that over to Polygon, let's say, right? If I want to transfer like 49 USDCs to the Polygon network, then I could do that. So if I were to do that, boom. and then I just click on send. Now, you might be asking, how do I put my USDC or Ethereum and bridge it over to Arbitrum? So first of all, you do need to bridge your digital assets to Arbitrum if you haven't, or to Optimism. You can also use XDAI, Polygon. I think a lot of you guys have bridged over to Polygon before. Optimism, I believe I did make a video earlier on how to bridge over to Optimism. So if you had some assets on Optimism, you can bridge over to Polygon if you wanted to. But yeah, so Arbitrum, if you want to bridge over to Arbitrum, I'll show you guys quickly how to do that. Very simple. Arbitrum 1. Okay, so let's do this here. So right now, if I want to bridge over to Arbitrum, so layer 1 bounce. So layer 1 is Ethereum, so that's the Ethereum mainnet. And layer 2 is your Arbitrum balance, all right? So the amount of Ethereum that's on Arbitrum. So if I want to bridge over, I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm just going to like type it in. So 0.1 ETH over to layer 2, I just click on deposit. And depositing 0.1 ETH, click on deposit. Now it's going to ask for you to pay the gas fee, which is about what here? $88. So yeah, and you pay the gas fee, and then you just wait, maybe 5 to 10 minutes for it to show up in the layer 2 on the Arbitrum network. Now the thing is, with Arbitrum, if you do have some assets on Arbitrum, watch what happens if I were to try and bridge it over back to mainnet Ethereum. Let's say 0.01. If I want to withdraw some of this, if I want to withdraw my ETH from Arbitrum onto mainnet Ethereum, it says once initiated, you will have to wait 1 week. Right? So it could take up to 1 week just to get your assets off of Arbitrum onto mainnet. However, I actually played around with Hop Exchange, and you can actually, let's say if I want my ETH from Arbitrum, right? If I want it quicker, if I go to send, click on ETH, so I have some little bit of ETH there. If I click on that, now if you're, it's going to ask you, do you want to switch to the network? So it wants me to switch over to Arbitrum. Let's say a quick way, this is a hack for you guys. If you want to get your ETH from Arbitrum at a faster pace, is you bridge over, you use Hop Exchange, you bridge over to Polygon, right? You bridge over to Polygon, and once it's on Polygon, then you can use the Polygon bridge to bridge back over to Ethereum, if you get what I'm saying. But that is something that I did because I wasn't willing to, wait 1 week for my ETH to be moved from Arbitrum to Ethereum. And also the same thing for Optimism. You can actually, bridge over from Optimism over to Polygon, and then use the Polygon bridge to bridge back over to mainnet Ethereum. And the one from Polygon to mainnet Ethereum, that transaction fee is going to be the big one because you're paying the gas fee on the mainnet Ethereum, right? So that is one way to play around with the Hop Exchange. I think the Hop Exchange is a godsend for what they're doing. I mean, the thing is you can just move assets from one chain to another one without having to use mainnet Ethereum as the centerpiece, right? Now, another way is you can actually add liquidity to the Hop Exchange. So if I click on Pool, and if I want to add, now I did believe I added like USDC to the liquidity pool on the Optimism network. So so I only threw like $100, like 108 USDC in there. Let me see if I actually have anything here. DAI. Yeah, so I got a small amount of DAI in this on the Optimism network. So if I want to provide liquidity, also, I should show you guys, if you want to exchange, let's say Ethereum into DAI or Ethereum into USDC, what would you do is you would go to Uniswap, launch app. So yes, so if I were to let's say if I'm on the Arbitrum network and I want to provide liquidity in the USDC pool, right? First of all, I have some Ethereum here. I'm going to convert some of that Ethereum into USDC, or you can convert to DAI. So before you even get it, make sure at the top right-hand corner where it says Arbitrum up here, make sure it is on Arbitrum if you are doing a swap on Arbitrum. But probably by default, most likely by default, it's going to be switched to Ethereum, right? So in this case, you're going to have to change it to Arbitrum or Optimism. So either of these. So for this example, I'm going to use Arbitrum. So if I want to maybe convert like my small amount of ETH that I have here, convert that over to maybe USDC or DAI. I got some USDC. Let me convert to USDC. So if I convert this, I'll get like about $24 here. Confirm swap. Very small gas fee, very little. Let's see here. And also what I just did there also might qualify you for a airdrop for Arbitrum if you're doing a swap on Uniswap using Arbitrum. Just throwing it out there. I mean, that's the thing with doing this, guys, because these airdrops can reward you big time. And this doesn't involve much time on your part. I mean, you're just playing around, doing swaps. Now, if you're new to all this stuff, it could be a huge learning curve for you. So it could take you some time to understand, the different chains and, how to use Uniswap on these multiple chains. It might sound very confusing and overwhelming for some of the guys that are new here. But you know what? Just play around with it. I mean, this right here, if you're knowledgeable about it, if you know how to do this stuff, it doesn't take much time. And then the amount of money that you can potentially get from this is quite massive. Like the DYDX airdrop that was released maybe a couple months ago. If you were just to leverage trade just one trade, or if you deposit like $100 into the DYDX account, some people got like 5,000, 10,000. In my case, I got like 30,000 US dollars. Is absolutely ridiculous. Uniswap, I had 2 wallets that was eligible because I used Uniswap at least once before September the 1st of 2020. So Uniswap was, the big airdrop, the most popular one that kicked off all these airdrops, right? I think it was like 400 Uniswap tokens per wallet, and there was 2 wallets that I was eligible for. And that's another trick, guys. If you have multiple wallets, you can potentially get, more rewards, or maybe more airdrops that way. So yeah, do these things. I mean, interact with these protocols, because these protocols are basically they need beta testers. They need like these people to test out their protocols. And in return, you get these tokens. And when these tokens are released onto the market, they're being traded on the market and they have value. So do this, guys. Spend the time, play around with these protocols, and you can be massively rewarded. And if you have the time to manage multiple wallets, go for it, But yes, you do need some Ethereum to play around with this stuff, okay? Because you'd be playing, let's say if you want to deposit Ethereum to Arbitrum or deposit Ethereum to Optimism, and then you got to pay the gas fees on the mainnet Ethereum if you're bridging over, if you're bridging over. So you do need some Ethereum. There is a cost to this, right? But you know what? The amount of potential airdrops will it'll far outweigh the cost. It will far outweigh the cost. So, right, let's see here. So going back to this, we do have some USDC now. So if I go back to Hop Exchange, if I want to provide liquidity, so let's go onto the Arbitrum network, because that's what we did our swap on. USDC, and let's say, on Arbitrum. So I have like 73 USDC, right? So if I want to click on max, I want to provide liquidity. Let's see here. So that's all I do. I just click on max. I want to provide like about 73 US dollars into liquidity. I just click on add liquidity. And then add liquidity. Confirm. So once you do that, I think what they do is they actually split your USDC into HUSDC. And then if you want to withdraw, if you want to, sorry, if you want to remove liquidity, if you want to, get your USDC back out of the liquidity pool, you'll click on remove liquidity, and let's see how much you want to remove. Let's say if I want to remove 100% of it, then they do give you back, not all of it in USDC, but they give you back in HUSDC, which you can just swap back into USDC. So that's not a big deal. So yeah, so that is one way. So I just showed you guys two ways to interact with the Hop exchange. Is one, basically just sending your assets, it could be USDC, Ethereum, over from different chains. So it could be, you can send it from Optimism to Polygon, from Polygon to Arbitrum, Arbitrum to XDAI. I mean, you get it, right? And the other thing is the pool. If you want to add liquidity, again, you're going to have to do some swaps on Uniswap, which also potentially could get you an airdrop as well. So do that. And then just add USDC or add DAI to whatever whatever liquidity pool on whatever network or whatever chain you want. So yeah, hopefully that made some sense for you guys. But if it doesn't, rewind the video, because that was a lot of things that I threw at you guys there, if you guys are new to this. And there was also another airdrop that happened this past weekend. It was the Immutable X airdrop. And I did post this video back in early August that if you were to collect Gods on Chains playing cards, then you were eligible to get these airdrops, these Immutable X airdrops. So I think I ended up getting 665 Immutable X tokens. So that's about, I think, close to $3,000 Canadian, I think. Let me see, Immutable X right now. I know Immutable X right now is dumping in price because that's a lot of people are just selling their tokens right now. So it's $321 US. I had 665, so about a little bit more than $2,000. So I have more than $2,000 worth of Immutable X tokens, and yeah. So I mean, the Immutable X, sorry. So the airdrop that they had was that if you had Gods on Chain cards, and then you play at least one multiplayer game, yeah. So Immutable X airdrop. So hopefully, if you guys were watching me back then, which I don't think many people did, then you probably have some IMX tokens right now to claim. But yeah. So guys, I think I'll leave the video at that for now. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to talk more about airdrops in another video, maybe sometime this week. But yeah, guys, the opportunity right here is to do these airdrops, just to interact with these protocols. Because hey, I mean, some of these airdrops are worth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And if you have multiple wallets, if you're willing to, manage multiple wallets and then try to interact all those wallets with these protocols, it's cha-ching, bling, bling, man. So anyways, I'll leave it at that. If you guys like the video or like the content, like the video. And if you guys are new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time.